Welcome to storied Beaver Stadium in State College, Pennsylvania. A couple of teams trying to stake their claim to being among the best in the country in this top 25 showdown we have in store. It's the USC Trojans and the Penn State Nittany Lions. Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with you. Let's check in with our sideline reporter, Holly Rowe.
Catching up with the Trojans head coach before the game. Guys, he told me that his quarterback deserves to be in the Heisman conversation. Not only has he taken care of the ball and done a great job through the passing attack, he is devastating in the rushing game. He's been unstoppable this season in the red zone. A true dual-threat quarterback. I'll keep you posted on how he continues to rise in that Heisman conversation. Back to you.
They'll run for it. It's Peoples. Forges ahead. Picks up about 3 to the 29. They've generated some momentum with excellent performances in Big Ten play, and you can see them growing game by game.
And that's a big deal, too, in the new-look Big Ten Conference. Back in the day when there were divisions, you know, it was a toss-up every year who was going to win the Big Ten West. That was the easier division. But now, it's just who are the best two teams out of all these teams, all these quality teams. So it's impressive that this team, David, has put themselves in position to play for the championship.
You ain't lying, especially in this conference. Let's be honest, the Big Ten and the SEC, they've separated themselves from everybody else. And so you're competing in this conference, in the middle of the season, you can finish strong. Now we're not just talking about conference championships. We're talking about where can we be in the playoff and how much damage we can do in the postseason.
And on the third play of the drive, third down, it's the scrambling ability of this quarterback that goes and picks up the first down. He was so calm back there. He never got flustered. Nobody open, no problem. If you give this guy 1 yard to run, he's going to tuck it and take off, and that's exactly what happened there.
And that run really didn't go anywhere, and a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
To the air, it's Beck. Fires to the big fella. Brought down at the 39 after a pickup of 10. It'll be a first down.
I know he's got the height and the weight of the tight end, but, man, the way he runs routes and how good he is with the ball in his hands just reminds you of a wide receiver. He's so athletic. This is a guy that has a basketball background in high school, and you see it pan out. Every time he has the football, he just looks like the best athlete on the field. For a big guy, very, very unique.
Quickly to the tight end. Knocked down at the 24-yard line, but it's a big gain. 15 yards on the play, and this offense is in business. The Nittany Lions, after moving the sticks through the air, come to the line. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Hansen. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10. At the end of that play, there is a Nittany Lion still shaken up and down on the field. That is the senior tight end who's shaken up. We'll have Holly Rowe check on him. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Might as well run him again. Stop is made almost immediately. Give him 1 to the 23.
You know, as a defense, you kind of want to force the give on the RPO. You want them to run the football, and you can tell maybe the quarterback wishes he pulled this. Small gain, but some information you gathered maybe for the next time you get to run an RPO.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Complete with conviction on the crosser. Picks up enough to give them 1st and 10 from the 13. The Nittany Lions come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Motion from the wideout. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up.
Got to give the defense credit. Watching film, anticipating. They knew that this offense had this play in their back pocket. They knew about the speed of this wide receiver and different ways they were going to try to get him involved. Everybody on defense on the same page, playing together. I love it.
Escapes the pressure to his right. Got his man on the outside. That completion will take them inside the 10 to the 9-yard line.
Well, a great job making the tackle there. Now setting up third down in your own red zone. This is a stop you have to come up with. You want to give up field goals in this area of the field, not touchdowns.
Defense a little too jumpy there, and they got into the neutral zone too soon. The encroachment penalty on the D gives the offense a free 5 yards. The 11th play of this opening drive, they face a 3rd and short. Jump the gun just a bit, and we've got a false start. And the offense will take that penalty and move a little bit closer. They've got a ways to go on this 3rd down from the 10. Scanning the field, it's Beck. And it's incomplete despite some serious arm strength shown there. Now on 4th down, they'll try to come away with 3. Absolutely perfect. And with that, they break the seal on the scoring. It's 3-0.
How great is it to know that if you can get the ball down somewhere close to the 40-yard line on your opponent's side of the field, you're walking away with it.
Job on the containment and the tackling. They stop him for no gain.
I like offenses being creative. I'm not sure if that was the best place to call that play. I think this offense needs to think about just doing things a little bit more by the book. They've got a lot of good playmakers. You don't have to reinvent the wheel this early in the game.
They'll run out of the gun. James Peoples. Not much there. Picks up a couple to the 22.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in. The Nittany Lions will punt it away on 4th down. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. Able to get the first one of the day away. They did have to send him out 3 times in that victory last week. Taken down. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. Finds his tight end. That's a really good tackle there, giving up some size and still making the play. They got 3 on the last pass. Here comes 2nd and 7. Hits inside. It's Peoples. Stopped right there.
And when you play defensive end, it's all about getting off the football. You can tell, gets off the football really fast, gets in the backfield, gets the running back before he knows what hit him. What a play by the defensive end.
Wants to throw. It's Beck. And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17. The Nittany Lions will line up to punt it away. 3 and out. They got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. Fields the punt. They'll put a stop to that return as he gets. They'll get this drive started from their own 26. Here's James Peoples to begin the drive.
Nice first down defense. Great job being physical, understanding the chances of run are high. They come up, they get the back on the ground, forcing a 2nd down and long situation.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Kept it on the ground, now they'll throw. Timed it perfectly to knock it free and forces a 3rd down.
No, and that's your goal. Separate man from ball. Try to get your shoulder in there on the catch point and really give him something to think about. Physically jar that football and knock it out. Nice job by the defender.
You can just start to sense the frustration building for this offense after that incompletion. Right now, setting up 4th down. They haven't yet scored a touchdown. They just can't find a rhythm in this game. Obviously, the defense,
The Nittany Lions will get things going as their offense heads out to the field. So they get the ball back after the defense forces a punt, and I'm sure they tried to make some adjustments at halftime after a little bit of a rocky first half.
And we knew the linebackers were the strength of this defense, but coming in the offense, man, they felt really good about their running back. And so far, man, it's been a fun matchup to watch, but advantage to these guys that have been filling gaps, scraping, getting to the football, making plays. This linebacker unit really held down this rushing attack that they usually hang their hat on.
Guys, this offense is already reeling down multiple possessions. Really need to cash in on this drive. To the air, it's Beck. Buying time to his right. Trying to escape and get it himself. He stopped at the 32-yard line, not enough for the first down. And the Nittany Lions will call on their punt team. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. On his way back from the 20. They stop him immediately. Penn State's offense comes onto the field ready to start the drive. These guys really need to get something going on this drive. They are still well within striking distance, but they have very little to show for their possession so far.
definitely been tough sledding for this guy, especially in the first half. They gave him the ball a bunch, but they just don't have a ton of yards on the ground to show for it at this point. That looked like a pretty good run, though. You just wondered maybe in the second half, if they keep giving him the football, it may start paying some dividends.
Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. Kept the last one on the ground. Now they'll throw. He makes a catch. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be first down. The Nittany Lions come to the line with a new set of downs. The run inside. It's Peoples. Still running at the 35. They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another first down.
It was so important this offense was able to find a way to get in the rhythm, and the running game is now helping that. 2 straight punts on their previous 2 drives. This drive, though, they're having a little bit more success. Big reason why is this running back. He's been able to find some creases to run through, and it's really helping out this offense.
And he got 5 yards on the play, 2nd and 5 coming. Picked up 5 on that last pass play. Now it's 2nd and 5. Looking to throw, it's Beck. Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33.
How nice is it as a defense when you can drop 7 guys in a coverage, only rush 4, and still get home? That makes you feel good if you're the D coordinator.
On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Gonna try to get it himself. Oh, he's got some space. Run out of bounds at about the 13-yard line, and that's where this offense will go back to work. In search of their first touchdown of the game, they are on the move with a 1st and 10. Headed to the end zone, and he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Penn State.
We've been calling his number, running the ball a lot on this drive, Dave. That's an outstanding run right there. But whether it's designed or whether it's off script, scrambling around, this defense can't find a way to corral this guy. And if I was on offense, I'd keep letting him do this.
Yeah, and the annoying thing is, man, the quarterback gets the ball every single play. They snap it to him. He can throw it. He can scramble. He can run. So really just opens up.
Time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. They'll They'll start on the ground with people. They get him on the ground, and boy, they took the business end of that run as he picked up 8. Midway point in the season, and games like this one can have a big impact on the rankings from week to week as we see upsets happen and favorites continuing to flex muscle. One final quarter to play and a W in the win column at stake as we open the fourth. It'll be second down as we open the final stanza. Peoples again. Chain gang on the move. It'll be a first down at the 29.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
They'll give it to people. Pretty good job of running to get 2 there to the 32.
And these RPOs always put the defense in a bind. But listen, you give up the run, they get a short little gain, no harm, no foul.
Wide receiver going in motion. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one.
The first thing you have to do to make these plays successful offensively is I have to block the edge. I got to get my speedster in space. They didn't do a good job of getting that guy out there in space where he could really use his jets. Nice job by the defense understanding it, seeing it, rallying to it, and tackling that guy for a loss.
And it's knocked away, incomplete on third down. The Nittany Lions line up to punt it away. They may have to pay him overtime. He's punting for the 5th time today. Gonna field this one in tight quarters. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. They're in a precarious spot here, that lofty perch in the rankings, hanging in the balance unless they can do something to save themselves here. The big pickup on first down leaves them with 2nd and 1. Here's Peoples one more time. Turning it on! Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34. At the end of that play, there is a Nittany Lion still shaking up and down on the field. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 34. Back to pass, it's Beck. Got him quickly. Now he's got it all the way down to the 21-yard line, and they are threatening on first down.
This offense is just so dynamic because they've got playmakers at all the skill positions, right? We just saw a big play in the running game. Now we see one in the passing game. There's not one dude that you can key on here if you're on defense to try and slow them down.
Hey, you can see this defense. They are back on their heels right now. This offense very much in a groove, in a rhythm. They've got to find something to disrupt this. Right now, they're...
Got it! He's down at the 1, and they almost had the touchdown pass on that one. And after the really good gain on first down, they'll try to finish it off on 2nd and goal. They'll run it with James Peoples. Touchdown, Nittany Lions! They move on top here on the 4th.
I think most coaches on 4th and goal from the 1-yard line nowadays, they're going for it. And I like this offense because if I can't get 1 yard, I don't deserve to win. They're physical, lower their pads, and they get the big 4th down conversion.
Pushes his way for a couple and gets it to the 7-yard line.
Late in football games, I have a plan. I want to run the football. I want to put my quarterback in great situations if I do throw it. Low risk. Keep that clock moving, get a few first downs, and if I get a few first downs with that clock moving, I get the W and get out of here.
Has plenty for the first down, and they stop him at the 28. The Nittany Lions, right after the huge play through the air, back to the line. Quick give, it's Hansen. They make the stop after a gain of 3 to the 31. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. They'll ride him again. Got the first down. What a good job to be able to pick up that kind of yardage when you're trying to finish off the game. The Nittany Lions have this offense rolling. Moving the pocket, it's Beck. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. 2nd and long here. They'll run it, trying to drain time off the clock. And he runs through one tackle and picks up a few. The Trojans decide to use their first timeout. They still have a couple of timeouts to work with in this final quarter. And the Nittany Lions come to the line needing just inches for the first down. Trying to squeak through the pile. He's got first down yardage as they move it to the 44. Now we're going to have a timeout taken by USC. It's their second. They've got one timeout left now. They'll have to choose wisely as to when to use it. The Nittany Lions have it with a 1st and 10.
Here we go. Ready. Right 88. Go.
Fresh set of downs going up top. That's caught. It's Sauer. After the completion, we see there is a man down, and the clock will stop to check on him. Training staff will take a look and will step aside. Really helps the play calling when you get 8 on first down. It's 2nd and 2. From the gun, it's Martin. Across the 25. Brought down at the 21-yard line. A 15-yard pickup, and they are in prime position to get points now. The Nittany Lions back to the line on first down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. They're going to ride this running back. They'll give him maybe one on the play. It's down to the 20.
Well, this offense thinks that they have enough left in the tank here to run the football and run all the time off the clock. They got the lead late. Didn't get the first down on that last one, but it's not going to surprise anybody if they turn around and hand it off again here.
Drops back. It's Speck. Look out! And down he goes. The defense bringing the heat. We'll head to the 2-minute timeout. Tight ball game here, and this offense will try to milk the clock.
Good news is they didn't lose a ton of yards. The bad news is that's the 3rd sack they've given up now in this game. They have got to do a better job protecting this quarterback.
Off-play action. Under pressure. Bought a little time, lets it go. And he can't grab the bullet pass on 3rd down. And now on 4th down, they will put it on the shoulders of the kicker to save them with his foot. And he got it! Big 3 points to stretch the lead.
And 3 more on the board, and this kicker is starting to get a reputation starting off the season. Hasn't missed yet. Nice to have a guy that you can really, really depend on.
They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Fresh setter downs going to the air. Fires to the wideout. Right side, it's Sauer. They finally get to him. What a play there to pick up the first down. They get the timeout, and the clock reads 3 seconds. One big play to get it up near midfield. Now they're in business at the 47. Wants to throw on first. Turns it upfield. And he's brought down after a nice gain. Well, guys, let's play some more. Headed to overtime.
And this just feels right. Both of these teams going back and forth. So, of course, David, this thing needs to get decided in OT.
Let's see who's better. Short amount of time to do it. A couple possessions probably, maybe one possession each. Who's the better team?
All right, guys, so here we go in overtime. And just to refresh everyone's memory, alternating possessions starting on the opponent's 25.
And you want to play defense first because you want to know what you need. That's a key philosophical approach for most teams when it comes to overtime, David.
Yeah, and remember the rule change a couple years ago, too, and the second overtime and two-point conversion. So all this stuff is situational-type football that you better have worked on throughout these weeks.
They reeled off 6 straight to start the season, undefeated, bowl eligible, but when you have that kind of record, the possibilities seem limitless.
What a great way to start the season. The best way possible, right? Like 6-0, taking care of business, building momentum. This squad continues to climb up the ranks. They're getting better. They're getting more respect. 6-0 is the best start you could have, Palmer, but they're looking for more.
It's been really fun watching this team to get up to this point. So much talent. They've got great coaching, and I feel like they could keep that 0 in the loss column.